since the war on festivals, like EDM festivals, was launched by our current Liberal government, and it looks like that's going to come back around soon, especially with the lockout laws, and I think there's talk of getting rid of all these new festival things that came in. Do you think New South Wales can bounce back if that happens? Do you think the damage is done, or will things like Stereosonic and Future Music maybe and Defcon, will they all swing back around? Okay, there's two things that you've said. Yep. Okay, so number one is the lockout laws. Let's talk about that. Yeah, I'd love to. I can talk about lockout laws till the cows come home. Okay, so what you got, and this is not just in Sydney, this is worldwide right now, on Nightlife, is a perfect storm for Nightlife to find it hard to survive. So any clubs that are still going, shout out to Massive, shout out to Ivy, shout out to Standard Bowl, all these people that, you know, Marquee, anyone that's got a nightclub in there, putting good music in there, and there's plenty more that I haven't talked about. If they're still standing, respect to them, and and all the best to them, because it's not just the lockout laws, and the lockout laws are total bullshit, right? So forget that they're even there. But you got a couple of other factors, right? Number one, when we used to go out when we were younger, it was all about listening to the DJ and hearing songs that you couldn't hear anywhere else. That's changed. Everyone's got Spotify on their phone. Everyone's got Tidal, or they've got fucking Apple Music or YouTube, and every song, there's nothing that's off limits to anybody. I DJ every weekend pretty much, and the one thing that annoys the fuck out of every DJ, so if you're anywhere, don't do this, is when people come and hold up their phone and they want a song that's in their phone and they want you to play it. Like, you've got it in your phone, go listen to it in the fucking car, okay? Fuck. It's annoying, and it's just like you've got a couple of drinks in you and now you think that you want it, and it's a control thing. It's not like they have to control, you know, like, and that's because everyone's got control now, right? But don't fucking do it, you idiots. It's annoying. It's so fucking throws the energy off. It makes every DJ's like second guess themselves, because they're like, man, the whole room's rocking, but this dumb fuck is holding his fucking phone in my face. Like, someone will write on their phone, like you know, can you play this song? And I just grab the phone and I type back no, and I give it back. Yeah. Right? Just pick the phone up and just throw it into the ground. Stay at home. Okay. So that's so the DJ and the way we get music is different, right? The price.
You should search for it on YouTube and give it back to them.
Yeah, there it is. Go outside and listen to it. Like, but I always say to them, I just hit play on their phone. It's playing, like, you've got it. You've got the song. Yeah. So the experience of going to watch DJs is like, that's why all the big DJs are producer DJs right now. Like, it used to be anyone that was a really good selector DJ that could mix and scratch and do all that shit. They could just be. It's equally as important as a guy that makes the music. If anything, the guy that made the music was never really DJing. Yeah. Like, now it's opposite, all right? So that's a big thing, where people don't have to come out anymore to hear rare music that they wouldn't hear anywhere else. That's one bit of the perfect storm. Yep. The other bit is people used to go out to meet people, right? To pick up, to meet someone of the opposite sex or same sex or whatever they're into, and go home with them, or maybe get a girlfriend or a boyfriend, or go on a date a week later. Yep. To meet people, right? It was part of the rite of passage as he got older to go out and meet people and fall in love, or maybe fall in love for one night, whatever the fuck you want to do. Or just make friends. Yeah. Or just make friends. Okay, now people order that like a pizza on your phone on Tinder. So now you don't even need to go. You like that takes that out of the equation too. So there's no need to go hunting specific music. There's no need to go and meet people. And then on top of that, there's the drink prices, right? So now people drinks are so expensive in clubs and shit. A lot of places, not everywhere, but a lot of places where people go and preload. So they're going to go and get pissed before they go to the club because it's cheaper. Get to the club and buy maybe 1 or 2 drinks. Yep. So the club suffers as well, right? All those things are why venues are disappearing everywhere, right? And then on top of that, Sydney goes, we're going to give you lockout laws. like a bunch of dumb fucks that they are, and which is total corrupt bullshit. Which we all know. Like, we don't need to talk about it anymore.
And
like,
there's no trains.
Okay, again, and this is the next thing, right? Yeah. Some places have got transport and some don't. And if you don't have transport, you fuck. So what would you rather do? Would you rather go to a house party, stay at home, or go local? Like, I live in the Shire now, right? And where I live, kids are spoiled for choice there. Like, they got so many clubs. They don't need to leave the Shire. They got so many clubs and pubs and bars there. They can hang out there if they want. So all that's a perfect storm. So I think if they lift the lockout laws, a lot of the damage is done. A lot of I mean, they have to change things like the amount of licenses they give out. They have to change things like noise and residents, like, because every time one of these residents goes and moves in near a nightclub and starts complaining, doesn't matter if the nightclub was there first, the residents will fucking win most of the time.
This is where Melbourne shits all over Sydney. Like, they have laws that protect that in Melbourne.
Melbourne's been smart the whole time. When I go on tour to Melbourne is not only some of the most livest shows of the tours, but you go out afterwards.
Yeah.
And the fucking place is alive. Like, it's alive at nighttime, and what do they say in Sydney's losing, like, what, $16 billion a year at nighttime because we're not open? Like, and that trickles into all other industries. So I mean, it's not just shit for all of us. It's shit for the takeaway shops. It's shit for the cab drivers and the bus drivers, and you know, the police, whether or not they complain or don't complain, that's extra shifts for them. Where they can work and make money if there's more people out at night anyway. Yeah, they're gonna have to deal with some fuckwits, but if you had good transport and you had measures in place, like I go on tour in Townsville, and the cops are fucking just all there chilling on the road. They know everyone's gonna be pissed. They've got lockout and everything, but the cops aren't like trying to fuck up everyone's night. They're just dealing with, okay, people are gonna go out. Like, they're gonna be some drunk chicks and dudes that drink too much. We could give them some water. There's going to be some guy that spews on himself. There's going to be some guy that wants to have a fight. We're going to lock him up. There's, you know, like, that's just part of life.
Yeah,
instead of just shutting everything down, let's just fucking stay in our rooms, you know? Like, so that's one side of it. So if that can all fuck off, which we hope it does, just like when there's a forest fire or anything, shit can regrow over time, but it's going to grow and evolve different to how it was before. It'll never be the same.
Yeah.
And that's what you got to let go of, is shit's never going to be the same twice. And that's life in general. Okay, the festivals, there's heaps of other factors in that as well. One of the big factors that no one ever thinks about is that we're in the middle of fucking nowhere, right? So and we've only got like 5 major cities or whatever that artists can do shows from overseas. So a lot of artists don't want to fly here because they've got to fly like 15, 20 hours from wherever the fuck they are. They come here, they can only do 5 shows. And if they do those 5 shows, they're used to getting their superstar rates they get overseas. So they want to come here and they want to charge Australia superstar rates, but we don't have the population.
Yep.
And we don't obviously have the infrastructure and the way of getting all the people around and the base of having nightclubs that would make people constantly interested in music every week. All that floor is taken out from underneath. So a lot of artists, they're not going to come here, or they're going to be limited to what they do here, or they're going to want to come here and want too much money, to the point where it makes it irrelevant for a festival to operate. Or if not enough people come, they just take a massive hit and die. And that's what a lot of it's happened. So, and the more the cops and the government or whoever, I mean, look, everyone loves to blame the cops for shit, right? And there's bad cops, there's good cops, whatever. End of the day, it's the fucking government that makes the laws that those guys have to follow. Go to America where weed's legal in half the country now. Can the cop arrest you in a state where in Colorado? No, he can't, because it's not the law anymore. So if you want to get mad at someone, you got to get mad at the government. You got to vote with your heart and with the way you feel. You got to make your voice heard, and you got to vote with your dollars as well, where you spend them. But so that's the thing with the festivals. But the more, what I'm trying to say is, the more that the cops and the government make it hard for festivals to operate by charging them stupid fees to put them on, scaring the fuck out of all the kids at the front door, strip searching them, and fucking, you know, getting him in heaps of trouble for having a pinger or something on him. Like, kids are dumb, man. People are dumb when they're growing up. They're going to experiment. They're going to do dumb shit. They're going to do shit that they're going to make one mistake that they're not going to make for the rest of their life. They're probably going to they're probably going to have those balls to do that at a certain little window where they feel young and invincible. And you think if you get busted for some dumb shit, and then that goes on your record, and then you can't get a job, and then you can't travel, you're probably going to end up a fuckwit. You're probably going to end up doing more bad shit. This is what I tell all the kids that I speak to. It's like, if you get busted for this, you might end up going, I don't give a fuck now, and then you make more choices, or you go, oh, jail wasn't that bad, or getting locked up wasn't that bad, or whatever, or you might just go, yeah, well, I've done it now, no turning back. So your life gets altered, and that's what they don't see. So if there's a way that we can do festivals and where people don't get fucking scrutinized like Gestapo fucking Nazis coming to get you just at the door, just for fucking wanting to go and dance, if there's some way that we can all come to an understanding, shit can be good again. Because even though we've got some good events still on, the stress that all the promoters have to go under and the risk, it's so massive every single time. And what happens as well is, if you go to Europe, you can buy a fucking grog at the servo on the highway. You can buy grog at the corner shop. You can buy it everywhere. And you know what that does? People don't give a fuck about grog anymore like they do here.
You can take it to the festivals.
And you can do, okay, it's normal, right? Here we have this thing where we got the people say, between the hours of this and this, you're allowed to drink alcohol. So what does everyone do? Right? Fucking Hulk drinking, right? In that little window.
Yep.
And they binge drink. It's not that they binge drink, it's just they've been given this window to go crazy.
To go as hard as they can.
It's not normalized. It's this, and the more that you make something forbidden or whatever, it makes it even more special than it really is. So people overindulge in it. And it's the same with drugs and everything else. So what happens is people die, people overdo it, people do stupid shit, and it causes problems. Where if we just fucking treated adults like adults and kids growing up like kids growing up, and just gone, you know what, I was young once, and I was a dumb fuck for a bit, you know, like I know I did some dumb shit, like
just one or two things.
Yeah, and know that when you're an adult and you make a choice to whatever behavior, if you want to smoke weed, or if you want to drink, or if you want to whatever else, like if you're an adult, like I'm not condoning anyone's bullshit, right? I'm not saying any of those things are good or good for you, or that they'll give you a good life. I'm just saying if that's someone's personal choice, we should let them make that choice. We shouldn't. The government shouldn't make it for you. You know, they shouldn't lock you up or fuck your life for something really small.
Yeah.
You know, like for something at a time of a rite of passage, especially, or just for something where it's just a thing that's only going to fuck with you and nobody else.
Hello, and thank you for watching another clip from our interview with Losty. While you're here, hit the subscribe button, check out some of our other videos, and I'll see you next time.